Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. The reason why I haven't been uploading as many videos, many people have been asking me to upload videos about, this southern snowstorm. The reason is my computer broke that I usually record my videos on, so that's a little bit of a problem. I couldn't, figure out a solution for a couple of days. And even when I did, it just didn't want to cooperate with me, so I finally did work something out. And tell me in the comment section box below whether the quality is okay and if it didn't suffer too much. Tell me if we could get by with this, because it's all about you guys. So I really apologize I haven't been uploading as much. If you'd like to also consider subscribing to this channel, you could do so. It's a red subscribe button down below, and it helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate it. The third and the last thing I'd like to say, sorry I'm bombarding you guys with these things, but I will post a survey in this right-hand corner of this video, and this will basically be talking about would you support my Patreon? It's a yes or no survey, and I want to get a rough estimate of how many people would support my Patreon. If it's like 5 or 4, then it's maybe not worth it. But if it's like 20 or 30, then maybe I'll consider getting a Patreon. And that's basically when you guys drop $1 or $2 per month to support my YouTube channel and maybe get myself a new computer, because right now, again, I am running on this lower quality device that's not the best, but we will get by. So consider doing that, and thank you. Right now, we're looking at the GFS model, 6-hour average precipitation rate, and there's some snow showers down in the Ohio Valley, not producing much, maybe a dusting at most. Southern Canada also seeing a little bit of some flurries, some snow showers. The next event that the main event that we're talking about was still off the coast of California. It is not has made landfall yet. It is still it is a strong system, but once it makes landfall on the coast, or anywhere on New Mexico or the North American coastline, then the models will have a better grasp on it. That's how usually systems work, that when they make landfall, things get really pinned down, pointed out. As of now, it's still off the coast, so models are still all over the place. But we are looking at, a possibility of a fairly major snowstorm. So let's go back to um, let's track this one by one. Apologize for that. We are looking at the storm making landfall somewhere around the Baja Peninsula of Mexico, getting into Arizona and New Mexico, while a secondary low is developing here. That was kind of like the parent low. This low takes over. Severe weather, heavy rain, thunderstorms, showers, likely definitely with this storm. And and the north side, where the cold air is going to be, which this is the part, that there's going to be cold air with this. The 540 thickness line is right there, which usually indicates where the rain snow is going to occur. That rain snow line fairly far down to the south. So again, the GFS is not showing much snow for the panhandle areas like Oklahoma and Texas, but the European model is showing quite a bit of snow for those areas. So we will just need to see what happens. The more confident the GFS and European are on the area right in here, where that cold air, let me draw this out for you. So if I were to do this, let's go to this. The high pressure is right there, and all high pressures, if you did not know, spin clockwise with their winds. So this high pressure is basically doing this, and it's pushing, basically pummeling into down this corridor with cold air. And where this cold air is, where it's cold enough, there will be snow. That's why this, all around it, it's rain, but in that little area, it's still snowing. And that's why some of the mountains may be ridiculously high. So if I wait till I show you some of these snowfall totals, let's just click on total snowfall, and you will be shocked. So look at that. That is 21, 27, 16 inches. The European model is showing a very, very similar outcome for the North, I think, yeah, for the North Carolina, Virginia, and possibly northeastern Georgia, northern South Carolina area. European and GFS are fairly agreed on that. They are agreed on some potential for snow here, but the GFS is not showing much snow at all for the panhandle areas, while the European is showing 9-10 inches. So those are some differences. Let's go to the Canadian model, and let's look at the differences. If we were to look at the Canadian model a couple days ago, it was completely different. Actually, yesterday in the evening, it showed a completely different outcome, where the snow was going up here into the northeast. you're saying that that the Canadian model is still showing some snow, maybe on the coastal areas, because that's the reason the Canadian model has a more northerly track, and it's going to kind of hook around, and you could see maybe potentially skim some of these locations. That's what the CMC Canadian model had yesterday. It has backed off on that ever since a little bit more. So we are now looking at the heaviest snow across still the area in North Carolina, Virginia, and northern South Carolina. So let's look at the total snowfall once again for the Canadian model. And we are looking again at 17, 13 inches and 8, 10, 11 inches for the Panhandle. So northern Oklahoma, southern Arkansas, southern Missouri. Did I say Arkansas? Southern Kansas, southern Missouri, northern Arkansas, southern, extreme southern parts of Illinois, basically the whole state of Kentucky. And then we have Virginia, North Carolina, West Virginia also getting impacted, and potentially South Carolina. Let's just zoom in on these snowfall totals, check these out. Southeast United States. Again, showing quite some hefty amounts. Not as much as the GFS. Remember, if we showed you the GFS, they're showing 22 to 20 inches of snow, even spots of above 2 feet of snow, which would be just ridiculous, but anything's possible. Let's go to the European model right now. The European model is a great, it's many people actually like the European model over the GFS. It's a great model. It's actually, it's a very trusted model. And we go to new snowfall. Next 5 days, the snow is starting and it already finished across these areas. Notice how across the panhandle of Texas, Amarillo would be getting around 6, 7 inches of snow, while the GFS is showing, maybe an inch or a trace of snow. And then into Oklahoma, 5 inches. Into northern Arkansas, 6, 7 inches, possibly 10 in those sweeter spots. And then in the next 10 days, which that's unfortunately the interval we will need to go by, once the storm passes, the top area could be seeing almost 40 inches of snow, which is just ridiculous. And I was about to make a video on this a couple days ago before my computer broke down, and it was showing 27, and I was about to be like, yeah, this is going to change within one model run. There's no way there's going to be 27 inches of snow. Well, ever since then, not only have they stayed the same, or they haven't stayed the same, they actually have increased. So it's a little bit concerning. Some areas, I think, at this point will be getting around 2 feet of snow. 3 feet of snow, that's still a question mark, but some isolated areas of 2 feet is definitely possible. So let's go to more layers, and let's just take the storm step by step with the European model. So let's go out to precipitation type again. Right now, seeing some wet snow, some light snow showers across these areas in the woods. Kentucky, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, maybe southern Missouri. And we go through in time some minor snow showers. The storm is brewing out here in the western coast. This is Thursday at 2 p.m. December 6th. We're looking at, maybe a potential band, a front, along with a higher low up in Canada, which could produce some snow showers. That's not the major event. We go through this Friday, 7 o'clock a.m., a whole ton of moisture is getting uploaded, that's getting, just pummeled into the cold air, which then transitions into snow. Let's just skip to Saturday, 10 p.m. We're looking at a potential blizzard going on here in the Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, southern Kansas area. Quite a bit of snow. We go through this now at small intervals. And again, it seems like most of the extreme southeast, like central Georgia, central Alabama, central Mississippi, will be fine. It's just those areas in North Carolina, Tennessee, and you can see some of those rates are fairly significant. Some wet snow, and again, over 3 hours, it could be getting over an inch of snow per hour, definitely. And they're looking again at some very hefty amounts. Very, very hefty amounts. 25 at this point. I think the highest amount is around 37 inches, which is just ridiculous. So that's basically it. I could show you actually one more thing. I would like to go back to the National Weather Service page. I was on my city just checking out the weather. You can see over these areas they have winter weather, I think, advisories. Yes, they have winter weather advisories, and I'm not sure if this is. Yes, I don't think this is for the upcoming storm. This is just for some light snow today and tonight. And then, they're still not talking manually about the storm. In the forecast discussion, if I showed you it, they would be talking about it. But as of now, they are not doing that quite yet. But hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new. And I'll catch you all guys in the next episode. See ya. Bye.